Yo, what's up, random people? Today is my 600 day of playing, and it's time. It's time for 600 day free to play roster review. That I haven't done a roster review in quite some time. So 600 days, I think it's a good point to make a roster review. This is what the video is going to be about today. There's going to be a bunch of shit I'm going to open as well. I need to open some orbs that I've been hoarding for no reason besides this video. So I got 11 red stars, which is nothing. But also I have... Actually, I need to buy the Shadow Orb. Wait, not this one. Did they not make one for him? What? Wait. I thought there was an orb you can open to get at least 6 shards of him. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh, the assholes didn't make one yet. If they're gonna make one. Yikes. Anyway, I have 11 gold orbs to open. I'm gonna open them because I need gold. As you can see, I have 4 million, which is nothing because I need a ton of them. So, oh my god, no, got nothing out of this. Not even 1 million drop. Yikes. So we got complete and utter destroyed with this. So I got only 1.3 million, which is not a lot for 10 orbs. And we opened the last one and we got to 5.8. That sucks because I was hoping that I'm going to get at least 1 million drop, at least. But sadly, we did not. Any other orbs that I want to open right now? I can open the milestone orbs. Okay, let's do that. And one time, let's see, we got Mystique. Okay, she's done. Yeah, 5 Psylocke, and a tiny little bit of gold, and Pyro a little bit. Okay. And let's open the last 9 and see what we can get. Still nothing good. 5 Shocker, a little bit more gold. Chavez, and that's about it. Okay. Let's get out of here. Not opening the premium orbs. Not opening the basic ones as well. Nope, nothing else. All right, let's move on and open the 11 red star orbs that I have. Let's see, who's the character here? Let's see. Who's the character? That is 10%. And it is Karnak. Okay, alright. Fuck it. Let's open and try and get some Karnak. And nothing. Alright. I am aware that everything that is green is going to be duplicate. So I have no... everything is green now. Yikes. Alright, 7 more to go. And now the green one. Let's collect that. Another green. And yikes. Alright, we got 2 Karnak. Better than nothing, I guess. We're still going to open the other ones too. Oof, that's awful as well. It's an upgrade, but still is a really shitty upgrade. Last 3. That's another green. And come on. Ugh. Okay. So a duplicate. And the last one is going to be a green one. Yikes. Alright, very shitty drop. But we did get upgrade for Trooper, and we did get 2 Karnak, which is really bad, guys, really bad. But we still have 0 on Crystal, by the way. Still 0 on Crystal, unfortunately. Alright, so before we start the review, let's recruit Yo-Yo over here. Because I haven't done that yet, and I still need to do that for her. I got her at 3 red star, but yeah, 3 red star and 3 yellow star for now until her next blitz, basically. Then I'll hopefully get her at at 4-star. Now, let's train her to around 60. Yeah, let's do that. Get her to 60. And now we can start equipped. Now, I've been saving some bio gear for the Inhumans or for Fantastic Four. I still need to up them as well. So either way, I needed a ton of bio gear right now, like everyone else. So let's up her and see what we can get, how high we can get her. Right, so tier 5 right now. Let's see how high. I think I can get her like maybe tier 9, maybe 10. Nope. I can get her to tier 7. What the fuck? All right, I'm missing some blue gear actually, unfortunately. Which blue gear am I missing? Well, I guess we're gonna see pretty soon because we're gonna be missing it real fast. All right, so let's find out what are we missing. We are missing the needles, the improved syringes. Let's see how many. Well, we're gonna need a lot of them actually. We're gonna need a lot of them because not only I need that for tier 7. I'm thinking at tier 8 she's gonna have a little bit as well, a few. So let's up this and let's see what it will give us afterwards. All right, so level 4. Let's upgrade this and that. And the last one. Oh, one more. Okay. Is there? No. All right. 50 more damage. No, thank you. Let's up the special. A few more times. Yeah, one more time. All right. Actually, this tier 4 is kind of good, I think. Repeated for 3 additional attack instead of 2. I don't know. It looks good. But I'm not gonna up it yet. I'm not gonna up her to anything higher than level 60 right now. But I am gonna work on getting her to a higher tier than she is right now. So that's for Yo-Yo, and she's gone. Now let's start the review. So right now I'm working on Scientist Supreme to get her shards to tier 7. I am working on Psylocke to get her to 7 yellow stars. Namor, like I said, Fantastic Four. I'm working on them and getting them as high as possible. They're all level 65, tier 11, and of course, Invisible Woman is way higher. Now, I also got here, obviously as Guardians. We're all working on as Guardians as well. Level 60. And you have, AIM Security. I am using him just a few times, not really right now, but I do want to get him to, or her to 7 yellow stars. Sabretooth, well, I'm not really upping him, but I want him up there because at some point I will up him to a higher level and higher gear. Obviously, Heimdall level 60, and I am upping him a little bit as possible. When I can, I am. Now, Punisher, I'm not upping him, but I am using his shards to do the daily of the heroes. So I do just 3 times just for the rewards, and slowly I'm gonna get him to 7 yellow stars. If I had more red stars on him, I probably would have upped him way higher, but since I don't, then he's really not that useful. And Shocker, I still need to farm him for Invisible Woman. So almost halfway there. AIM Assaulter. He's so close to 6 stars. I thought, you know what, fuck it. I should get his stars up. And of course, America Chavez. Still upping her. Just the stars, not the tier. And now, that was just my favorite. So now we go to the actual roster. So my highest character is Phoenix at level 75 and 72,000 power, tier 14. And as you can see, I think, yeah, everything is maxed besides her basic. Yeah, besides her basic. And everything else is kind of lower than that. You have Invisible Woman, also level 75, 68k power, still at 6 yellow stars and 4 red stars. That's why I'm upping Shocker, because you need that Invisible Woman. The higher power, the higher HP, the higher barrier you get. Now, Vision, he's still an amazing character for Arena, and some Ultimate 7 nodes, actually. I haven't used him at all, but he is useful if you guys have him. Then he can be useful. Now, he also at level 75, tier 13, max on yellow stars, 4 red stars. And we have Storm here at 5 red stars, 7 yellow. And also, well, she's tier 12, level 70. She works in a way in the raids. In Ultimate 7, I use her for like a node, maybe 2 if I get like really good RNG, but usually just 1 node. So I'm not upping her anymore. And you have Ultron at level 75 and 7 yellow stars. Now tier 13, and everything is max. Now I can up his item to not fully to tier 14, but I am not upping him just yet. After that, I have Shuri at 7 yellow star, 3 red stars, level 75, and tier 13. She is a crazy person in the raids, very highly recommended. And then I have Nick Fury, level 70, and tier 13, with 7 yellow stars and 4 red stars. I'm not using him almost at all, only in Blitz and Alliance War. Also, Star-Lord, about the same thing. He is level 70, 7 yellow stars, 4 red stars. Now, if I'm already here, let's go in and see. So, Nick Fury, I give him tier 4 for his ultimate and his passive. Basic and special are not worth it at all. And Star-Lord, I upped his passive and his special, because we all want that third blind. Now, while we're here, Shuri, I upped her passive and ultimate because I forgot. So let's see what the fuck that does. On spawn, applies speed to herself, basically because I want her to basically start faster than everyone else, so she can do that defense up. And the Kimoyo healing, of course, you want it to repeat 4 times, so definitely worth that upgrade. But the rest are, unless you're using Wakanda, I don't think they're worth it. Here on Invisible Woman, I did up her not basic, but special, ultimate, and passive, just so you guys know. Vision, just the basic, and even that, I wouldn't do that right now, but it was useful at the time. Storm, I think I upped just her basic. None of the other ones I think is worth it right now to up it, so definitely not going to up them right now. Also, the basic was useful at the time. I'm not sure if it's useful still, to be honest. Let's see. We are at Thanos. Level 70, 61k, 7 red stars, 7 yellow stars, 4 red stars. I think that's the average, or the upper average is getting 4 red stars on the character. But for him, I upped only his passive, obviously, because you want the energy. You want energy. You don't want it 75% of the time. You want it all the time. So definitely, if you have a very beefy Thanos, then definitely I would recommend upping his passive. Now, moving on, We have Shield Operator, and obviously we have Captain Marvel at level 70. She's still tier 12 because she needs the same items as Ultron, and those items are not easy to come by. So she's still at tier 12, unfortunately. But I did up her ultimate and passive to max. So she's a beast. If you have her at high power, definitely try and get her as high as possible. She's a very, very strong character. Now we have Minerva at level 75, 5 yellow stars and 4 red stars, level tier 13. I can also up her items to level 14, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Gonna wait. And obviously I did not put any tier 4s on her abilities. Her abilities are not really T4 worthy at all. Now, moving on to Juggernaut. Again, I did not tier 4 any of his ability. He is at tier 13, level 70. I still use him in Arena, but he is not too long for this world in Arena competitive gaming. So, I don't know. If you have him at high red stars, maybe up him. But if not, I think there's some better options nowadays, obviously. Now we have Groot at tier 13. I didn't up any of his T4s. You know what? Right now, he's not as essential to any actual game mode. So, I don't think none of his skills are worth it. But he is tier 13, and he does quite a big chunk of damage. But he's too slow. And now we have Magneto. Actually, I just got Magneto today to 7 yellow stars. And we're going to up him now. So he is at 61k power. I got him at 4 red stars. I did up his special, his polarized beam. Removes all positive effects. It's very, very important in Arena, in basically any point in time that you have someone who can remove all positive effects. Then definitely you want to remove all positive effects. Now I'm not gonna up him to tier 13. He is kind of useful in Arena sometimes, but besides that, he's not the greatest character right now. Now he might get, I'm not sure if he's going to get a rework, but I think they are going to add more characters to the Brotherhood, so he might become meta again at some point. So if you don't have your Magneto up, he's a really good character that you need to up him. He's a beast at tier 12 even. So, and you know what? You can also think up his passive, but I'm not going to up it just now because right now, I'm not using him as much as I did before. And he jumped a few ranks. Now we have Quake at level 70 with 7 yellow stars and 4 red stars. Tier 12. Now I don't remember when I upped her Earthquake. Definitely not worth it. Definitely wouldn't do that again. Only 50% damage. But I do believe I did it when she was relevant in Arena, probably. Because otherwise there's really no point in doing that. And now we go to my boy Strife at 4 yellow stars and 4 red stars, level 75, tier 13. And as you saw before, or maybe you haven't, I upped his passive and his basic. So he's a very useful character. I love him, and he's amazing. Now, moving on. I got Captain America. He was very relevant in a meta, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, probably. So I have him at 7 yellow stars, 3 red stars, level 70. I did up his special because it gives between 1 and 3 energy to random allies. So when I used him, it was really good. Now he's just a average tank, I guess. But if you're just starting the game, he is kind of good. He's kind of dope. One of the good tanks you can get at a very early level. But not very meta right now. Now you have Rocket Raccoon, and he's tier 13, level 70. He's a beast. I upped his uh, ultimate back when there was only Ultimate 6, and he's a boss raid in Ultimate 6. So more damage, less time that I need to spend on a node. So it was good at the time. Not sure if I will do it right now because he's not very usable in any mode whatsoever right now. If you're doing Ultimate 6, then sure, I'd up him. But as I've been doing Ultimate 7 since the day it came out, then he's not as useful as he used to be. So he's really good for Ultimate 6, not great at all for Ultimate 7, just so you know. Now, let's move on. We have War Machine. Now, War Machine, I've upped with the Power Armor team, and I upped his passive Flight Taunt to enemies when they drop to 50%, plus 10% crit. Is not too bad at all. He's a beast. He does a lot of damage. I have him 7 yellow, 4 red, very standard, I guess, for now. Nothing special, but he does put up some work. Now we have Night Nurse. Night Nurse is level 70, tier 12. Now, most of you guys are going to be like, why the fuck does this dude have a Night Nurse at level 70, tier 12? Now, some of you might remember, some of you probably don't, but Night Nurse was the queen of Ultimate 6 way back when. Now, there's been a few metas, she's been forgotten, and no one uses her now for anything, but back then, she was basically the lifeline of your team in the raid in Ultimate 6. When Ultimate 6 just started, then she was putting in the work and keeping your team alive while you were trying to do some damage to those nodes. It wasn't easy, but I do appreciate the work she did. Obviously, I didn't put any tier 4s in her, because why? Now moving on to Mr. Sinister. He's at level 70, tier 13. I wish I had the gold to up him to level 75, but unfortunately right now I don't want to make that commitment, unfortunately. Yeah, but I did make the commitment and I upped tier 4 to all his skills. All his skills are really good. And I have him at 4 yellow and 3 red. I really wish I had him way, way higher, but it is what it is. It is what it is, and I got as many as I could. As a free player, it's not easy to get the new characters at 4 stars. You have to spend quite a lot of cores that you've been hard trying to gather as many cores as possible every day with Arena. But I'm proud of getting the 4 stars on him. Now I have Shield Security at tier 14. Well, actually no, tier 13, level 70. I did up his special because it does a lot of damage, man. It does a lot of damage, like 50% to primary and secondary. So basically, this is like 100% more damage. So he used to be a beefcake. He used to do a lot of damage when Nick Fury was in the meta. And I have him at 7 yellow stars and only 3 red stars, which sucks. But he still is very powerful if you have Nick Fury if for you Nick Fury is still in the meta, then he puts in the work. He does a lot of damage. He still does a lot of damage. Now we're moving on. I have Colossus. Unfortunately, I was not strong enough to get Colossus, or maybe I was. I don't know what happened, but I couldn't get Colossus to 4 stars. It was way back when in Blitz you can only get like a 2-star, basically, of the Blitz. If you do the Blitz and you get like as a free-to-play player, and obviously you don't get to the top, 1,500 when it was, instead of 2,000 it was 1,500. If you couldn't get there, then you'd get a character at 2 stars. And fortunately, I had enough cores to buy his orb that you get like minimum of 6, and I had the luck of getting him to 3 stars. So I have him at 3 red, 3 yellow, and 3 red, and 1 red is just waiting until I get more yellow stars. But as you can see, I did up his special, his ultimate, and his passive. He is very strong. Even at 3 stars, he's very strong. Also, he's at tier 13, and he's not max level. I stopped at 73. Not gonna put more resources in him just yet. Now we're moving on, and I have Ronin at level 67, 7 yellow, 4 reds. I don't think I've upped. No, I did not use T4s on him at all. But he's tier 12, so he's the boss of the Kree team. They used to kind of work very nice, but now they're kind of really falling apart. So they're really not. The only thing he does for me is I use him in the Gamma raids for the second mini boss on the sidelines, and that's about it. He does nothing else besides that, unfortunately. Now I have Medic, obviously part of the Nick Fury team. I did up her passive to 20% chance to heal ally plus apply regeneration. So worth it if you're using Nick Fury. If you up him, it's very worth it. Now I have her at 7 yellow and 3 red, tier 13 and level 70. Not gonna put more resources in her just yet. Now we have Iron Man. Iron Man is still part of the Power Armor team. He's at level 70. I did not up any of his T4 abilities. He's level 70 and tier 12. He's okay. He's not great. He's just okay. Now we have Drax. He's level 60, but he has 5 red stars and 7 yellow. So he's a beefy asshole. He has a lot of HP. Not a lot of armor, but a lot of HP. And he's kind of tanky. He's very tanky for what I think he should be. But I obviously didn't up any of his abilities. I don't even know what his abilities do. Alright, so 2 counters, not great. What do we have here? 5% increase of drain. Nope, not great. Nah, it doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Not worth it. And his basic, definitely not worth it. Alright, so we summarized Drax. Now we have Falcon. Again, he's part of the Power Armor team. He is at tier 12, level 70. I did not up his abilities yet. I'm thinking about his special. 5% more speed bar is useful. Not sure if I want to do that just yet. I have tons of T4s, but I'm not spending on someone that I'm not going to use, or that his T4 abilities are just not useful to me right now. I do use him sometimes in Ultimate 7 raids, so he's a very good character, and he's farmable now, so definitely you should farm him. definitely. You know what? Fuck it. I need to farm him too. I'm like only at 6 stars of him, so still way to go. All right, Spartan, you're back on the favorite list. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Yondu, level 65, 7 yellow, 4 red. Don't think I didn't up T4 him. He's a very good character for beginners, but he doesn't really have a team right now. So I don't know if you're a beginner. I don't know if you should up him without a team. So let's just move on. We have Rescue. She's tier 11. Oh, that's interesting. Why is she tier 11? Nope. Let's up her to tier 12, like the rest of the power armor. And yeah, I did not up her tier 4s either, but she is level 70 and now tier 12. She's at 5 yellow stars and 4 red stars, which is pretty good. The only thing she needs to do is survive in the fight for 2 turns, and if possible, make it that she doesn't get hit with a turn meter, or with a turn meter effect attack. So you start with the power armor, and you hope to God, any god for that matter, that she's not going to get stunned, that she's not going to get slowed, or that she's not going to get her speed meter lowered. If any of those things happen, the whole team is fucked. The whole fight is fucked. But if not, then she does her thing, and you win, basically. So, too bad. It's really annoying that they made it that way. But, there's really nothing you can do. You have to pray that no one attacks Rescue, so she can do her thing. But she does it very well. Now, let's move on. We have Pyro, level 70. 5 yellow. I can up him to 6. Not going to up him to 6. And 4 red stars, level 70. Tier 11. I did up his special. Why did I do that? Let's see. What does that do? 40% damage to primary and adjacent. Apply bleed to each target for 2 turns. Okay. So basically, he just does a lot more damage if you T4 this. So I guess that's why I did it back when I actually used him. I'm not gonna up him more right now. He's useful, but Brotherhood just fell off the charts. So I'm keeping him at that. Now we have Black Widow. Now Black Widow. All right. First of all, we're I think like halfway. Let me just light this up. So Black Widow, back in the day, she was this incredible, insane character that was under, paywall, basically, that no one can get unless you started playing way before the initial launch of this game. So what I did as a noob when I just started. So I'm like, you know what? This character, there's no way of getting her besides, orb drop, and that's just luck, or buying her shards in the store. Now, buying her shards mean paying $450 for 5 shards to get her, and you needed 100 shards to get her. So back then, I was like, you know what? It's a lot of cores, but it's worth it because she was crazy. So I did it. I paid insane amount of cores. Basically, all my arena winnings went back into buying her shards from the store when they popped up for 450 cores each, well, each 5. And once I got her, even at 2 stars, or I think it was 3 stars, 100 shards, she was 3 stars. She was amazing. She was crazy. I was playing with a few friends, and they were all jealous that I got her, and I was asking me how and what. And it's dude, just buy her from the shop when she pops. It's 450 cores. So they did, like I did. Obviously, it took them a while. Now, I didn't up any of her skills because nowadays, she's really fallen off the charts. She might make a comeback when her movie, debuts. So I could up her to 7 stars. She's only at 2 red stars, but level 70 and tier 12. Now, when her movie comes out, they might, rework her. She is an amazing character. Just want to put it out there. She's an amazing character, but she doesn't really have a team because Avengers fell off. But if they revamp her, or I don't know, do something with it, then she can come back and be this total powerhouse that she's already is. With speed, she can steal buffs, and she is crazy. She can stun as well, turn 2, and make herself invisible. So she's very good still. Just she's lacking a team and synergy. That's the problem. Lacking team and synergy. But I'm happy that I got her ready to go if and when she comes back in the meta. Now we have Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is very easy to get to 7 yellow stars. You can find her in, I think, one of the shops. But the problem with her, I didn't up any of her T4s. The problem with her that she has no armor, zero armor, and that's a problem. That is a problem. And now, right now, she's working very well with the Supernatural team. But before that, she was kind of like a homeless person without any team. She had a little bit of synergy with Vision, but she did not have a spot in the team that you wanted Vision to be in. So, unfortunately, I only have 2 red stars of her. So, she's there. She's level 70, tier 11, but in fact, she does not do that much apart from the Supernatural team, which still doesn't do that much for me because everyone is at very low stars. Like Elsa is at 4, and what's his name at 4 as well. That flaming skull guy. I keep forgetting his name. Ghost Rider. All right, so now Gamora at 41k power, tier 10, level 62. Now, Gamora is also a very easy character to up. I think her shards are in Arena Store or Blitz Store, whichever. So she's very easy to up. She's high damage, high speed, and she was really good at the beginning until, I looked forward and I thought, you know what, she's really good now as a noob, but in a month or 2, I'm not going to use her at all. So I kind of just stopped upping her when I think, reached level 62, way back in the day. So tier 10, I use her maybe on some random ass team in Blitz, but she does really nothing besides damage and more damage. Let's see, we have Shield Assault at level 70. I can get him to 7 yellow stars. Not gonna up him, just waste the gold for right now. Only at 2 red stars, unfortunately. So he's part of the Nick Fury team. But that's about it. Now we have Sif at level 65. 4 yellow stars, 3 red stars, but I did up her to tier 12. She is a very useful tank with the Asgardians. She only has like one purpose, which is absorbing hits, but she does it very, very well. I didn't up any of her skills yet because she's too low and my Asgardians is just too low, unfortunately. Hopefully I will up them a little bit more after Fantastic Four. And then we have Reaper, level 60, and she's just there for the Nick Fury. Now Hand Sentry. Hand Sentry was arena meta. Maybe most of you guys don't remember, but Hand Sentry was crazy in arena meta, and you had him and he won fights for you. Defensive fights as well. So I got him to tier 12, level 67, and that's where I stopped leveling him because he stopped being a meta. for arena, and that's basically what I needed him for. I can up him to 7 stars, 7 yellow stars. I have him at 3 red stars. Not gonna up him just yet. Maybe when hand rework will show up at some point, maybe I will up him again. But he's still a very good character. Sometimes actually I'm using him right now in the raid, not Ultimate 7, but the other raid, the I think it's Alpha raid or Beta raid or whatever the fuck raid. He can be useful. And then we have Mystique, only level 60, 7 yellow stars, 4 red stars, tier 9. I am planning on upping her a bit higher when I have the time, maybe after Fantastic Four, maybe after Inhumans, and after as Guardians, because Marauders, I think, they're going to be crazy at some point when we get their 5th member. Now we have Doctor Strange, level 60, 5 red stars and 5 yellow. I can up him to 6 yellow stars, but my supernatural team are about same level and same power, so I don't want to get him too high. So I'm still not upping him, not touching him either right now. Same as Spider-Man, not upping him, he's just there. Wolverine, 5 red stars, level 60. Still, I don't think he's worth upping. Maybe when Colossus shows up. Not even sure when that happens, if I'll up him as well. Then we have Miles. Actually, I really like Miles. Miles right now is in my newly reformed Brotherhood. Once I took out Mystique and Sabretooth, he and Venom got in instead. So he's level 60. 7 yellow, and 4 red. He does his work. I might up him a bit higher later if the Spider-Verse team becomes a thing. Not sure it will be, but good to have him. Now Mordo. I like Mordo. He's a really good character, but I only have him at 1 yellow star. I think he's the only character in my roster that has 1 yellow star, which is crazy because he's been here since the beginning of Red Stars, and somehow I'm unable to get Mordo red stars. That's crazy, right? But he's level 65. He works well with the supernatural, but as you can see, all my supernatural are around this kind of level and kind of power. Now we have Green Goblin, level 60. I did need him for Invisible Woman, but not upping him right now. We have Loki, we have Nobu, and Graviton. I really like Graviton. I wish I had the resources to up AIM team as high as I want to, but unfortunately I don't. So he'll have to wait his turn at level 60, 5 yellow stars and 3 red stars. I did not up his, I did not up any of his T4 abilities just yet. And now we move to Hela. Now, Hela is only 2 stars, 2 yellow and 2 red, because she was a Blitz character and she came, I think, just before they changed the Blitz. So we couldn't get any higher of her during the Blitz if you are free to play. Now, I'm probably going to up her T4s once I get her higher and get more yellow stars of her. When that comes, I don't know. But even at level 65, tier 12, with only 2 stars, she is still a beast. Still a beast. I'm not using her at any mode right now besides Alliance War, I think. But if you have her, she's strong, guys. She is strong. Very, very strong. Now, I think besides that, everything, the rest are like level 60, tier 9. Nothing here is special. As you can see, in a little bit, everything is going to drop dramatically. We have here Yo-Yo, as you saw, level 60. You have Coulson, still level 53 at 5 yellow and 3 red. Now Hulk, I have at level 50, and I have I can up him to 7 yellow, but I don't really think he's useful. Again, with Rhino, he's already waiting for that Invisible Woman event, so I can get him to 7 yellow stars. But I'm not upping my Sinister 6 team right now. So he's doing his blitz, and that's about it. And of course, from here on out, everything is like very, very low, not using any of these characters. And we have here my 7 Red Star Nebula, who's doing nothing, not upping her. I got Ultimus almost at 5 yellow stars. But as you can see, levels here are crazy, and the tier are just like tier 5, tier 6, tier 3, 4. And then you have Wakanda, which I did not up at all, even though I have pretty good red stars on them. I have 5 on Killmonger, 3 on Okoye, I got 4 on M'Baku, and I think I have like 3 on Shuri, which I did up her for Ultimate 7. And I think I have 4 on Black Panther, which I don't use at all. So even though they seem very good option to up with the red stars, they don't give you enough. So they're not a raid team. They're not a nothing team. You can use them for Blitz and for Alliance War, but they're not great for anything at all. As you can see, level 1, level 2, level 3. And yeah, that's basically the rest. Now, I don't have Black Bolt, obviously, I just said. Free-to-play player. Crystal, obviously, I don't have her. And Karnak. And I'm still waiting to get the Inhumans. I think Crystal event is going to start in maybe like 2 days or 3 days. And Karnak, who the fuck knows? Hopefully, we know that we're going to get him in Blitz, I think. So, yeah, and we've just got him at 2 red stars. And Hydra, if you see, I think most Hydra besides Sniper and Armored Guard are at like 7 stars if I choose to up them. Actually, Grenadier is not 7 stars. And I have decent, no, I actually don't have decent red stars. I got like 4 red stars, 4 red stars, 3, 2, and the Sniper, where you at? Sniper is at 3. It's not great on red stars on Hydra. I do want them to be reworked because I think they're like the last team that are like at level 1 that no one is using. So they should get a rework at some point, because even Hand have their own little event thing that comes every blue moon or so, and you get like a few basic catalysts. Definitely not worth the time and effort and resources to up the Hand, but you do need Nobu. You do need actually no, you don't need Hand Sentry, but you do need Nobu for Phoenix. So you have that going for you, but the rest are kind of shit. Now Mantis does work in some places, but as I don't really need her in those places, then I decided not to up her. I can get her to 7 stars. I have her at 4 red stars, so she can do some work in some nodes or in some game modes, but I decided she's really not worth upping right now. So this is my roster, 600 of free-to-play days. Now, I don't know if you guys can compare yourself to my roster, if you were a little bit above me, a little bit before me, or after me. It varies because everyone don't get the same rank in Arena, and obviously if you started maybe even a month before me, in that month there might have been a very crucial event that I got a character that you didn't, and then that character helped me snowball a little bit, and then I sort of like gotten a bit further ahead of you. So in this game, timing is everything. Let's say the Minerva event. There was one Minerva event, and people who got her and people who didn't get her, there was like a huge gap in between those kind of people. Even if they started, a few days apart from each other, just that character gave those people who got her a huge advantage, and the people who didn't kind of got screwed over because there wasn't really there's still any really reliable way of getting her. So yeah, so just because you started with someone in the same time does not mean that you will have the same power as they have. So this is my power. Let's go over here. And actually, I can collect another thing. All right. 32 bio characters. Let's take this as well. Let's check out my shit. So, I got 3.8 in collection power. I got my my strongest team is only 337k, which is not high, but if you don't have high red stars in a meta character, then you probably won't up those characters. Well, at least I didn't up those characters. I don't care if I can up Nebula and I'll have way more collection power and I'll have way stronger team power. But if she actually does nothing for me, then it's just resources wasted. And I don't want to waste resources in a game that is basically based on resource management just so my numbers will look a little bit higher. Because it's not about how high is your collection power or strongest team. It's what you do with that power in that team. Yeah. All right, besides that, I have 2 war MVPs. I have 121 characters. Not many of them are max rank. All-time arena rank, of course, it's 1. Ooh, someone booted me out of my rank, and I'm down to rank 9 in arena right now. And I think blitz wins and blitz rank, they're not really matter. So yeah, this is my roster. 600 days of playing this game as a free-to-play player. Mostly in the same alliance, Heroes for Hire. And hope you guys, have a better roster than I have. Hope you guys playing less time than I have with better results. Doubt it, but hey, who knows? Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.